while since I went live. My daughter was on her spring break, so I spent that time, excuse me, I spent that time chilling with her and bonding with her and whatnot. So I wanted to tap back in to talk to my spiritual folks that have fell off. So I definitely can attend, I think that's the word, that I have had my moments of falling off, but more so what I would call them is becoming more grounded or human-like instead of having that balance. So I just wanted to remind you guys of the importance of staying balanced. So one of the things that I feel like it takes a lot of energy for me to do um, when it comes to staying balanced is my spiritual hygiene. So I wanted to share with you guys a couple of things that I do for my spiritual hygiene so that you guys can either do yourselves or find a way to get your spiritual hygiene, you know, back up to par. So one of the first things that I learned when I started my journey was doing a spiritual bath. Actually, let me say this. Before that, I learned about sage, right? Utilizing sage to cleanse the energy. Now, I work with minds and I work with people and my hands go on people. So sage is cool just to remove, like, you know, from my aura and whatnot. But like when I deeply want to go in and cleanse, I take a spiritual bath. So I do have a video on spiritual baths back in my archive if you guys go check it out. But basically a spiritual bath is to cleanse your body. You dip down in it about times and you put whatever necessary ingredients in there. Usually it is salt, what is it? I'm having a brain fart. It's salt. You can use some crystals, and I'm looking at it right now. It's a cologne. I'm forgetting the name. I'm having a brain fart. Let me see. Give me a second. All right, I got it right here. So Florida water. I put some Florida water in my bath, and I use some holy water in my bath. And as you pour it, you kind of just bless your water, and you utilize basically your words to put intention into your water so that you know, can cleanse yourself in your spiritual bath. So another thing that I do is just having like a daily ritual to align yourself with calmness. So waking up in the morning and making sure I take time out of my day to just breathe and meditate and speak on what I'm grateful for. Those are things that help calm mind and my body. I also write. So I write a lot, and I have like journals on top of journals from when I started. And basically, I can write down my dream that I had the night before in the morning, or just the thoughts that I have on my mind. I just take that time to reflect. I drink my tea and what, and I keep myself, like, you know, dressed in a line. And I do my tarot card readings for myself. Like I personally pull out some cards myself. So another thing that I do is something that everybody should do anyway, but I clean myself daily. Like I get in the shower every day and I make sure I give myself a good scrub and I moisturize my skin. So when it comes to like spiritual baths, you could do that daily. So because I work with my hands and other people, I have to do a spiritual bath once a week. Now, do I do it all the time? Not necessarily, but I'm working on getting better. Some people might have to do it every day. The more I start like personal readings, I probably would want to do a spiritual bath after reading just to cleanse that person's energy off my aura. Another thing that I do is I eat foods that nourish me. So, Danielle, is that serious? I'm sorry. It is what it is. We're natural, right? But I eat foods that help cleanse my body from inside out and drink teas and herbs that help cleanse my body from inside out. So this right here is a clove tea, and it definitely helps with like odor So like in cleansing. Also, I always put chlorophyll, like green chlorophyll in my tea in the morning, and it also helps with odor and cleansing, okay? Um, also taking supplements. I feel like, okay, so I'm 30 now, and actually I'm 31, I'll be 32. And just making sure that you get the right vitamins and minerals in your body is so important. I think we take it for granted. And I think a few years back I learned that I had iron deficiency. And after a while of not treating that, like I started to experience symptoms from being iron. So I started taking iron supplements, and then learning about the iron supplements, you know, once we go down the rabbit hole, we learn so much more stuff. You have to learn other things that you need to take with it. So pay attention to your levels, y'all, so you know what kind of vitamins and minerals you need for your body. Sea moss is a great supplement to put in like your smoothies and stuff like that. I always drink smoothies. Those are other healthy things that I take. Making sure you eat your fruits and your vegetables to keep you like aligned. And what's deep, y'all, is especially now with everything trying to happen, or all the things that are happening and that have happened, paying attention to your immune system is so important. So I got my elderberries back to drink with my teas in the morning and throughout my day. And I also feed that to my daughter. I also take Rodeo Silver, and that also helps with the building their immune system. Okay, making sure you're drinking your water and staying hydrated. Keeps you young looking, you know what I'm saying? If you dry inside, you dry outside. Nobody wants to walk around with dry skin, dry hair, any of that stuff. So I also started drinking apple cider vinegar, and I just really just put a dash in some water, and that really helps with my skin. Okay. um, Another thing that I do for my spiritual hygiene is 30 minutes or more in nature. So whether that just be walking in nature or just like being out in the sun, you know, I just do that. And oxygen and everything else that you need, you can get from just chilling in nature. You feel me? So making sure that we get our, what is it? What comes, I think it's vitamin D or vitamin C. I think it might be vitamin C from the sun. I could be wrong. I'm still learning, y'all. But all of that is necessary. Hey, do I do a roast session? Who am I roasting on? Why would I do a roast session? That's a strange question. um, so other spiritual hygiene methods. I don't know you to do a roast session on you. We talking about spiritual hygiene. Do you do spiritual hygiene? We could roast about that. I'm pretty funny. I'm not gonna front you. Um, Y'all know what's funny too? Since he's talking about roast sessions real quick, my daughter is 6 now, so she's working on roasting. And it's very cringe watching a 6-year-old roast other people. You know, I have high faith in her. So another thing that I do for my spiritual hygiene, because we're gonna stay on topic, is surrounding yourself with people who nourish themselves and also nourish you. So you gotta make sure that, listen, nameless hero, right? If you roasting people, you make sure that you love yourself so you can handle those roasts back, right? You don't take them to the heart. And make sure you hang with people who you're roasting who love themselves also, so they don't take it to the heart also. You can leave lighthearted. You feel me? Like, one thing about spiritual people, if you don't know, is that we are very funny. Like, if you sit us down in one room, because we're realistic, we're real. You feel me? So we joke about a lot of stuff because a lot of this shit is funny, you know? But some things that we have to take serious, we also take serious. And the thing that is important to take serious is your spiritual hygiene, right? So making sure y'all move your body about 30 minutes a day is important, whether you're just walking or weight training or doing yoga, whatever the case may be. You want to make sure that you're moving your body. That's a great way to keep your hygiene up for your spirituality. And another thing is keeping a tidy home. So keep your house clean, you feel me? Keep your car clean, whatever the case may be. Your workspace, wherever you are the most, you want to make sure those spaces stay clean. All right. Let's see. And yeah, I think that might be it. I spoke to calming your mind for at least 10 minutes a day. I think you can calm your mind, meditate for about 10 minutes a day, and making sure that you have more control over your mind than the other situations around you. Okay. So those are my spiritual hygiene methods. Also, we're getting into a space, y'all, where I believe making our own products are important. So I've been making like my own toothpaste, making like my own, what was I looking into? Like my detergent for my clothes. Like that's really important. I think a lot of people ignore that, but like all the residue that sits on top of your clothes after you wash from the crazy detergent that we've been using is wild. So just like being more mindful in that sense. Holistic is aroundness. You know what I mean? So it's mind, body, and spirit. So we're just trying to be mindful and using our intelligence when it comes to cleansing ourselves and cleansing our body. All right. So yeah, that's all I got today. I just want to go live and talk about, you know, the importance of our spiritual hygiene. How y'all been? Y'all want to chat real quick? What's been going on with you? I have a few people in these comments that are weird. But I'm not mad at it, you know. It comes with the territory. A roast session is interesting. Maybe we need to do another live about a roast session. Maybe we should go live together. Why would we want to roast each other? Can we roast with love? Is that possible? I don't know. But yeah, I hope all is well with you guys. And until next time, I'll holla. Peace.